there is a new name in the mix for a potential running mate for former President Donald Trump. Florida Republican Senator and Trump's former 2016 primary rival, Marco Rubio. Despite Article 2 of the Constitution forbidding a president and vice president from claiming the same state of residency, sources tell NBC News that Senator Rubio is moving up former President Trump's shortlist, and that a decision could be made by June. We caught up with Senator Rubio earlier today. Here's what he had to say about the buzz.
I think anybody who would be offered that should be honored, but I've never spoken to anybody in the Trump world about it.
So you've never had any conversations with Trump about it?
No.
So,
or anybody in his campaign for that matter.
So if offered this position, you would accept it?
Anybody who would be offered the chance to serve their country as vice president should consider that to be an honor. And that's why I'm in public service. But it's just not, if that changes, I'll let you know, but I've never talked to anybody about it.
NBC's Dasha Burns was part of our NBC News team who broke the story. She joins me now from Florida. So, Dasha, fantastic reporting. I loved hearing from Senator Rubio there saying, yes, it would be an honor, but he hasn't spoken to anyone about it. So just how seriously is the Trump campaign considering him?
Look, according to the sources that we've talked to, this is serious. And look, the long list of contenders could probably fill an entire season of The Apprentice, Kristen. But yes, he is moving up that list quickly, especially considering some of his qualifications here. Like, he's young, he's telegenic, he's had more experience in federal office than current Vice President Kamala Harris. And he is the Miami-born son of working-class Cuban immigrants. And this is a time when former President Trump feels pretty bullish about what he could do with the Hispanic voter demographic, and certainly a high-profile name like Marco Rubio. He would be the first Latino on a major party presidential ticket. That certainly could help with the Hispanic vote. And you mentioned the slight hitch there, that they are both Florida men. Well, Rubio could potentially resign his seat and move. That could solve that problem. So something that's a bit complicated, but not something they couldn't solve for Kristen.
That's for sure. We remember that former Vice President Dick Cheney moved his state of residency so that he could serve with former President George W. Bush. Dasha, just to remind our viewers, though, Trump and Rubio were fierce rivals back in 2016. It's hard for a lot of people to see them on the same ticket. And you're also reporting that they could be eyeing a potential announcement, or there's speculation maybe in June. What are you hearing? And how long is the short list at this point? I mean, I love how you put it, that there are a lot of names under consideration.
Yeah, look, Rubio is a serious contender. They did have some terse words for each other back in 2016. You remember the derisive nickname Little Marco. Rubio also went after Trump for having small hands. But it seems like they put that feud to the side over the last several years. And other folks on the short list, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, Senator Tim Scott, and retired neurosurgeon Ben Carson. Those are the names that I'm hearing a lot. We know that Trump's going to be auditioning them over the next coming months to see who does well at rallies, who can help fundraise, which is, of course, a major concern for the campaign right now. He's going to let the reality show play out, though, if we know how the former president does things.
Oh, I would not be surprised. All right, Dasha Burns, thanks so much. Great reporting. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.